There we go. Hey, folks. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hiya, hi, and hello, hello, hello. It's 8 o'clock on the 18th of August, and welcome back to Cool Crap We Love. You know, this is exciting tonight because for once I have estrogen in the room. That's right. And I'm not talking about Walt because tonight's going to be very exciting to have actual estrogen in the room because Jonna Spilbor is here today from Fox News, as well as a great lawyer in New York as well. But first, tonight, it's all about fashion, which I know nothing of. Look what I'm wearing. I'm happy to be here, healthy and COVID-free with COVID antibodies. Speaking of which, I was thinking about this today. How come ants can't get COVID? You know why? They have little antibodies. Hey, so anyway, I want to bring on our co-host, the guy that we all know and love. Please welcome a guy that's been around town, who I can see in the green room looking very goofy as we speak, Mr. Walt, and his name is, I think, Poops a Lot.
Hey.
What's that all about?
What's up, Johnny?
What's up?
Fashion Week this week.
I see you dressed for it. You're the Fonz?
I'm the Fonz. Hey, listen, back in the 70's and 80's, who didn't have a leather jacket?
I had it. Even
I had a leather jacket.
Poor boy.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to go through the evolution for you. You don't even know about this. But remember, you're sitting, you're waiting, and you were going to go out with a girl in the 70's and 80's. What'd you do? You had to sit there, and you had to wait by the phone. You had to wait by the phone, right? And then you call her on the phone. You got the little dials on the phone. And you call her up, and you had to wait. And if she wasn't home, you had to sit by the phone and wait. And then they came out with the little cell phone. This little cell phone. Everybody had one of these, right? So then when your father got a job, you went out and got one of these bad boys, a little flip up, a little flip there. There you go. You got a little flip phone.
1 second, you forgot the beeper, but because previous to all that was the beeper in between, right?
I never had a beeper. I was too. And then remember this one? The BlackBerry. Yeah,
oh, really big.
And you know why I have all of these?
Felt good
because I'm a dude here that keeps everything. I don't get rid of any electronics. I still have a Watchman that doesn't get any TV signal.
Okay. Well, I appreciate all the effort that you put into tonight's show. People don't really know all the prep that's involved.
Jonna, you hearing this? It's Jonna Spilbor with us tonight. And finally, we've never had a woman on the show.
No, I'm so excited. Really am. And she seems really cool and no heavy lift.
Taking it seriously.
No, I'm super happy that she came to do this, and I know she's a busy woman. Well, man,
she is busy. So fitting us in is really, it's called charity. Is what it is actually.
It really is. It really is. And she looks great. I saw her just before we came on. She looks great, and I can't wait to get her up here. And so, with that away, we're already diving in here with millions of viewers. And we want to dive into. So when it comes to
we're multiplying everything by 1,000,000.
Yeah, including other things between my thighs. So when it comes to fashion, which I don't know really anything about, I was never good this way. This is not my
really.
No, come on. I mean,
come on, Johnny.
Come on. I grew up.
Tried.
You know, speaking of which, I was thinking about this. I was looking at some of the pictures that you sent me, and one of the things that really excited me was you brought up shoes. And I started thinking about when I was a kid, and I pulled up a picture that you did not give me that I wanted to show you that I thought was interesting. You ready?
Go ahead.
When I was a kid, this was the bomb. It was the bomb. And I remember walking down in Brooklyn to this
got him.
And saw
Earth shoes. Were they Earth shoes by Tom Brown?
No, they weren't.
Buster Brown?
No, that was good. Nope.
Buster Brown.
Yeah, and who is that guy with that creepy dog? What is that all about? This boy with one eye. It's like an Illuminati caricature from 1968.
I don't know, but he's probably from England. He looks like he might be from England.
I wonder if somebody knows what the actual deal is with Buster.
With the one eye. You got that one eye thing going too. What is that?
And look at that creepy the puppy is. That is like
dog. Oh, it's like one of Bob Rumba's puppets.
I remember.
I forgot about Buster Brown.
And I think they used to give away like these toys that you would get, like if you went down and bought a Buster Brown pair of shoes, you would get like they had decoder rings and they had this thing that you open it up inside. There was a message and they plastic tops and all kinds of silly. Do you remember this or no?
No.
Okay, just me. All right.
That was just you. That was the
All right.
who sold you shoes? Epstein?
That was much later, and they were small size 4. Anyway, I want to go through these things.
Yeah, let's get some of the men's stuff out of the way.
Yeah, let's do the men's stuff because we only have a perspective. Well, at least I do from men's. All right, okay, first one up. You ready? Boom.
Go ahead.
This one is. Oh my goodness.
The women's. Why'd you do that?
You're right. All right, we'll go to shoes.
PF Flyers, man. Those were the bomb.
That was the bomb.
Those were the bomb.
They were expensive too, weren't they?
They were expensive, so you could they had knockoff PF Flyers that just were. They didn't have PF Flyer on it. It looked like those canvas shoes, and they weren't even high tops. But those were the bombs. So if your parents had money, you had PF Flyers.
That's true. And I also remember the commercial was like kids running, and they were like when they put on the PF Flyers, they would go. They were able to go really fast.
Everybody was the Flash.
Yeah, like the Flash, and you believed it too. And I remember putting on the sneakers, thinking I could really run fast now, and still I was a fat kid tripping. But. Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom, I want a pair of PF Flyers. She's like, get a job. I was like 4.
Look at those, baby. That's not what they look like when I was a kid. I don't think this is what they look like.
They were white. They were white.
Yeah. But they were big. That was huge. And I do remember my mom going through the supermarket, which back then was not what they are today, like these huge things. I remember we went to Pathmark, it might have been, and there was another one. And I remember hanging on like a metal rack. Over it was these long white shoelaces with like the red sneakers, and there were people that would play basketball, and they were like $2 a pair or $1 a pair or something, and they were the cheap sneakers. And you always wanted those PF Flyers because that was
Flyers, man.
Yeah, and I remember the kids in the neighborhood would be like, "Oh, you got the supermarket sneakers."
Yeah. And you know what was the worst, man? Here's the worst. When somebody had PF Flyers, and I don't know if you had this down where you were in Brooklyn, but when they were done with the PF Flyers and they didn't want them anymore and they got a new pair, they tie the laces together and throw them up on the power lines. Yeah. And now I'm sitting down at the bottom without PF Flyers, wondering how I could get those PF Flyers.
Yeah, those used ones. And by the way, after that, I remember, this is now in the 70s, but I remember later on, the next cool thing that came in, I don't have a picture of them, it was Pumas. And Pumas had the soft velvet. They had blue and white velvet. And it was like, you remember thinking like, whoa. And they were more expensive than PF Flyers. They were like that was like a cultural thing, you know? They were like
$8.
Yeah, whatever it was. But, I
remember the Pumas with the little cat.
We are so like simple-minded people.
That's what the show is, man.
Let's show how stupid we are. Life's like a box of chocolates, especially if you're a fat person. It doesn't last that long. So next one up is best of
Brown. That's you again. That was the store.
That was the store I was talking about. Next one up is.
You're killing me here.
I don't want to be wrong. Wait for Joanne.
There you go.
Oh God, is that horrific?
Now, I never dressed like that.
Me neither.
I dress like that now, but I never dress like that.
That's hot.
I dress like that for golf.
I want to see you in one of those. That's hot. Your breasts must look really big in those.
I wear the shirt. I would wear that shirt.
Would you really?
Yeah, I would wear it now. I'm 55 years old. At this point, I just blame it on old age.
Yeah. Okay. That'll. You should be in Miami with that in the winter, and both walking around on the beach, wondering why. And
look at the shirt.
You put that shirt on those pants, and you put a potato in the front of your pants, and walk around the beach.
I have had a pair of brown pants like that. I have never had a pair of light blue pants like that.
I've had light blue pants. I've had purple. I've had all kinds of colors. But this is really way over the top. Way over the top.
Just a match.
What year do you think that is?
That's got to be in the 70s. Got to be in the 70s.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. That was everybody from like one of those 70s cop shows.
Oh, man. There's a million people popping in on the sides here saying hello. Daniel Mills sketches are the bomb now.
I wear sketches now.
Converse All-Stars. Yeah, that's another one, too. I forgot all about the Converse
All-Stars. Was it Chuck Taylor? Chuck Taylor, right? Was it Chuck Taylor?
Who's Chuck Taylor?
What was the Converse sneakers that you can get now?
I have no idea.
Yeah, there was a certain one. I think it was Chuck Taylor. It wasn't Chuck Whitney. He was the boxer.
Walt, Starsky and Hutch. How about the Starsky and Hutch coat?
Yeah, there you go. That's what this is. This is David Soul only in brown. I think I've got it up there. in brown.
Nice,
So
nice. So bringing them up. Let's go. Moving along. I'm trying not to get hit any of the chick stuff. Okay.
I separated them into girls and guys.
I know, but they don't come in here that way. I'm sorry to say, but
I put them on 2 different emails.
I know. I'm sorry to say.
There you go. There's Hutch's jacket.
Yeah.
Now that I've never had.
I did.
You had that jacket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why?
And it was called pleather. All the kids would call it pleather.
You didn't even have the real leather jacket. You had the fake leather jacket.
I had the bomber jacket. It was the black jacket that used to wear the poor boy cap in the 70s. It was the bomber jacket. It was a black jacket. It was big leather. You don't remember that?
Yeah. What did you sell? Newspapers?
Huh?
What did you sell? Newspapers?
You know, but that was really, this was a big thing in 76. You wore a bomber jacket. It was usually black or brown. It was thick bomber jacket. And you had like the poor boy cap in leather. And that was like the hangout thing. That was the Fonz of 1976 kind of look, I guess. I don't remember. You don't remember that?
I'm learning a lot of stuff about you today.
You don't want to know anymore. But that I had this.
But that leather jacket was cool back in the 70s. I didn't have a job back then.
During disco.
Yeah, that was it, man. You had that jacket on.
Staying alive. Yeah.
You kept that jacket on all night because if you put it down, somebody's snagging on you.
But I had the fake ones, and it was really pop. It was huge. I mean, it was after Saturday Night Fever, I believe, that this became huge. If I remember correctly.
I never got a jacket that fit me like that.
Well, we never looked like that.
Yeah, that jacket, that's perfect for him.
I was wearing lumpies. Oh, that was my body. How about this, baby? That's
How
early.
about these guys? How cool were these? I remember everybody was painting all kinds of musical groups on the back of their denim jackets. I had one. I got a story about this. My brother had a Led Zeppelin jacket where he had the Stairway to Heaven, the guy up on the album, and the creature. But I had one. My next door neighbor, right? I never had a jacket with a group on it, and my next door neighbor knew I didn't. Everybody had one, but I didn't have one. So he came out and he gave me his denim jacket. And it had Leonard Skinner on it, but it was painted awesome, man. Like I walked around the block, down the street, and I was the cat's meow because I had the Leonard Skinner jacket. And nobody had Leonard Skinner. Everybody had Aerosmith. Everybody had some kind of Led Zeppelin thing. But I had Leonard Skinner. And then like 3 days later, the guy asked me for the jacket back. I had to give it back to him.
This came back again, though, because I remember like kids like at dance studios and stuff, they started sequined jackets and started getting airbrushed on the back.
Bedazzling them. They bedazzled them.
Speaking of 70s, I remember listening to Donna Summer back in the day, who had a great voice. And she was a man because you had big hands. Remember that? Donna Summer.
Probably was, yeah.
She had a great voice. And I remember listening to Donna Summer back in the day, and I remember the girls all wearing almost like from the 60s, they were wearing those blue satin or pink satin zipper ups, almost like from
bodysuits.
What are they called?
Bodysuits.
No, they would wear the black, like I guess stretch pants, and a zipper up pink or light blue satin jacket with a zipper with collars up. It was kind of like reminiscent of Travolta and what's it in
Saturday Night Fever?
No, the other one that they both sang.
Staying Alive. Oh, Grease.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that kind of look. I don't know. It became really popular around whenever Donna Summer was out in the 70s, 73.
In the 70s.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
It's hot, man. That double album on the Chuck Taylor, I told you
it was Chuck Taylor.
On the radio, Donna Summer, the double album was awesome.
Awesome. To this
day,
got
the album.
I can still listen to that and enjoy that, honestly.
I do.
It's great stuff. I know it sounds silly, but the voice, she has a beautiful, deep, sultry voice, Men's shirts with neutral collars. Thanks, Barbie. You're correct about that.
Thanks, Barbie.
And John jumpsuits.
See, it was jumpsuits you're talking about.
Jumpsuits. That's correct. Yeah.
Jonna will tell us that.
So yeah, we'll leave it for Jonna.
What else you got there?
What do we know? Is another you popped in here. Tube socks.
Tube socks. Tube socks. You know what was great about tube socks?
Girls wearing shorts with tube socks.
Nothing was good about them.
I don't know. I remember this was like another thing that became popular because before that, what did people wear? Ugly black socks, and all of a sudden, tube socks was it.
No, well, you wear white socks, but what had happened was you started wearing those tube socks, and they had the colored stripe. Put those back up again.
The tube socks.
The colored stripes around them. So you'd have them, and then sometimes you would get the yellow the top and the bottom were yellow, and the middle was green, and you'd have that. But people would wear these things and pull them all the way up to their knees, and then the shorts they were wearing went down to their knees, and it looked like they were wearing a retarded pair of pants.
I know, but if you think back about what's her name doing those videos back in the 70s, and they were wearing
Olivia Newton-John?
Bingo. And if you remember, Olivia Newton-John had what are you drinking there, Walt?
Snapple. It's
hey,
product placement. Product placement. They're not sponsoring us, but we're looking for them too.
Oh, thank you so much for putting up stuff that we should. That's really good. Matter of fact, we have to let people know I claim no ownership of any of the entities in this. No, I was going to say that Olivia Newton-John had come out with physical, and she wore, and also. I'm getting the name of the girl that was President Kennedy's. Everyone hated her because she didn't go to war, and
Jane Fonda.
Thank you. You're my brain. I have to use your brain. And
that was Hanoi Jane. Hanoi Jane.
What did she wear? They wore those tube socks with those really nice, those cool short shorts and a tight bodysuit, and then women looked pretty hot back then, and that was the look. It looks and a band across your head. What was that? Sweatband.
The headband.
Yeah, and Walkman.
Yeah,
that was the look. That was a
cassette.
Chick of the 70s.
You put a cassette in there. You put a cassette in the Walkman first.
Yeah. But by the way, they're coming back. You can still buy them today, believe it or not.
What, a Walkman?
Yeah, you could buy them.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Some people like this stuff. I have no idea.
I got 5 of them if anybody wants to buy them.
Yeah, well, you kept everything, don't you?
I kept everything. I have everything old.
I hope you kept your virginity. Next.
Look at that, huh? Oh, Brokeback Mountain ouch, way back when.
What is that?
That's I don't know. Those are like cowboy outfits. I had those. I had like that brown shirt.
Really?
It had snap buttons that went down. They snapped. They didn't go through the little holes. They snapped. So those were pretty cool.
I don't remember that really. I don't remember having any of those.
I only wore them for like one day. Got my ass kicked, and I never wore it again.
Yeah, you're the kid they beat up in the lunchroom coming in with the cowboy outfit on.
Look at him. You know, my first day, I swear to God, and this is God's honest truth, my first day of high school, I went to high school with a brown silk shirt on that had Star Wars characters on it.
A brown, so that would match your underwear after they beat you up.
It was horrible. I had the same shirt in blue. I didn't wear it the next day.
Yeah. See, Urban Cowboy, that was another big thing.
And that was a John Travolta movie.
And that's why. All right. Yeah. And Daniel Miller, that's what he said. And he's right. Leg warmers. That's Dan Nav.
Oh, leg warmers. That was leg warmers. That wasn't the tube socks.
Yeah. And Shelly
for the
Fish.
Women.
Spandex. That's correct.
Oh, look at these guys. I think we're getting them all worked up.
Yeah, look at this. Elephant bell bottoms. Remember that one?
We got them. When Jonna comes on, I have them.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure.
All right. Hit me with another one.
There's another one. Pro-Keds. That was another big.
Pro-Keds, yeah. Well, Pro-Keds were, if you couldn't get PF Flyers, you got the Pro-Keds.
Pro-Keds. And then you went to the supermarket after that.
Yeah. The supermarket is if you couldn't even afford Pro-Keds.
Why did you put, there's something here you got here. I'm wondering why you put this one in. That's
a members only jacket.
Oh, members only. And then what about the one with the alligator also on the chest?
What was that? That was Le Tigre. No, was it Le Tigre?
iCard or something like that?
No, but the members only jacket was you wanted, and evidently you had to be a member to be in the club to wear this thing.
What club? The club of
there was no club. Cy Sperling was in that club.
Yeah, he was in the club
for men.
He was a member. Why did you put these in? Boom.
They were driving gloves. Who didn't have driving gloves back then?
Wasn't that like
a car?
Thing? Like what? Something like did Mrs. Peel wear that? And like and when I don't remember ever having driving. And by the way, those driving gloves look like they have hair growing out of the middle of them.
Well, that's the guy's hand in there. But let me tell you something. Those were, I'm telling you, man, that was the thing. You put on a pair of driving gloves and you drove around. That was nice. And you got the knuckles, the ones with the knuckles exposed like that.
Dan Miller and Dan Nav both said this 3 times.
Lacoste was the alligator.
Yeah, alligator. Yeah, Lacoste. Yeah,
Lacoste. Yeah. But the gloves were. I always had the gloves. I had to protect these delicate hands.
I never did any of that. Now here's another pair
Here's a song. Remember them? Pony.
Don't remember.
Pony. Yeah.
Don't remember.
Those. If you couldn't afford Converse, well, PF Flyers were gone by then. But Pony,
condoms.
Puma, Adidas, those were the sneakers that you could get if you had money. But Pony was the next level below it.
I don't recall Pony. Don't remember it at all.
You know where I used to get them? The Dollar Shoe Outlet. The Dollar Shoe Outlet. You would go there and buy a pair of ponies, and you get the second pair for $1.
Get out of here!
Swear to God.
Never heard of it.
Dollar Shoe Outlet, but ponies, yeah. But
All
everybody knew you were poor. Everybody knew you didn't have money if you were wearing ponies.
I don't recall the ponies. That wasn't popular in my neighborhood for some reason.
Oh.
By the way, I stuck something in that you didn't send me, and this has nothing to do with fashion. But I just saw this and I thought, damn, I remember that. Remember this?
What is it? Oh, yeah, the food stamp. Now, listen, this is for a different show.
I know, but those are not food stamps.
They're not. You get them when you buy stuff at the supermarket,
right?
And you collect them into that book over there, and then you can get prizes. It was almost like something down on the boardwalk in Point Pleasant.
Yeah, it was almost before like now they have like when they'll give you a card if you're a member and you come in, you get discounts, you get all. That was the way they used to draw people in. I remember going to Woolworths and they had that as well as a kid. I also remember, I don't know if I mentioned this to you once before though. It's nothing related to this, but it's really weird. You remember I used to go into Woolworths, FW Woolworths at the time.
Yeah.
Like the old sign, F period.
Was it FW? CW.
CW Woolworths?
It was CW Woolworths.
Somebody will tell us. And I remember they had a counter where you could eat lunch. You got grilled cheese sandwich and tomato soup and all that. And they had these balloons on a stick with a balloon. And in the balloon, there was like little pieces of like red paper. And if you paid an extra $1 or $2, or if you ate your whole sandwich, I forget what the point was, you were able to take a sharp, they give you a stick with a needle in the end, which by the way, just think about the liability of that today. Today, in this world we live in, that would never.
Now you'd be robbing Woolworths with it.
That's right. I would be protesting with that. So I would be going, my balloons matter. And this the little point on the end, you'd pop the balloon, and
whatever the paper said,
and you'd win like a free sundae or something. And I remember thinking that was the most exciting thing to do. It was to pop a balloon. Whatever. I know it's unrelated.
But those saving stamps were right now. If you're a young kid, the closest thing to that is airline miles. You get airline miles now, but back then you used to get little stamps and put them in a book.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. And by the way, look at that, Brian Papa Poopa Leo green stamp. Yeah, green stamps. And he's, by the way, he's coming in off another thing. Hey, there's another quick thing there. Happy Tuesday, John and Walt. This is William Hart. Bear. Oh, William Hart Bear and Mac Brown Bear Facebook cover. We all three enjoy the show.
Now, didn't last week we ban this guy from the show?
No.
I think we did.
Oh, no.
He writes his comments.
The guy says happy. The guy says, and there it is. FW. Thank you, Charlie.
FW. All right, Charlie.
FW. And look, Dan Nav. Underoos.
Underoos were, I didn't bring them, but underoos were cool. They were like superhero underwear.
I'm wearing them now.
T-shirt, matched the. So you had Batman underwear it had a utility belt on it, and then the shirt you wore had a little bat signal on it.
Yeah, I have the underoos on with a utility belt right now. My testicles are being held by the utility belt ball hangers. It's really good. As a matter of fact,
those are a good pair.
I feel fresh. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, coming up here. Oh, this is another interesting one. These are jeans. There's 2 sets of jeans in here.
There's 3. I think I gave you 3. Remember those Jordache?
Valente.
Oh, Sergio Valente.
Big.
Sergio Valente.
Huge.
They were huge. Now, you either got like the knockoff nothing jeans,
there was a lot of them. A lot of knockoff.
From like whatever the equivalent of Walmart was back then.
Yep.
From Woolworths or something like that. Or if you had money, and these probably cost about $15, I would say.
Yeah, something like that.
Sergio Valente. But if you had,
they were expensive in those days. Yeah.
Yeah. If you had these jeans,
yeah,
chicks were looking at you.
And they looked good. You, as a woman, in a tight pair of those. They were shapely. It looked really good.
But these are for guys too. Guys wore these.
I know, but women look good. Women look good in jeans and heels. It was a kind of
they do. There was no such thing as rips. If you got a ripped pair of Sergio Valentes, you brought them back because they were ripped.
Yeah, not
now
today.
You're buying them because they are ripped. But
right.
Sergio Valente was one of the big jeans. What was another big jean that came out back then? That's right. Yes.
Guess jeans. You know,
Guess jeans. Yeah.
There was another one too. When I think it was it called Brooklyn jeans or was it called?
No, I don't remember Brooklyn jeans. Maybe they just sold those in Brooklyn.
Something else. Yeah. Here's
one. But I gave it to you. There it is. Jordache.
Yeah. Now, who was the person that did the commercial on that? Oh, I stumped you.
Jonna Spilbor.
Sorry, but she'd probably be good in them. But no, it was the girl with the big eyebrows.
Oh, Brooke Shields. That's right. Jordache jeans. You can't get me out of my Jordache jeans.
That's exactly it. And she laid there on her side, and she was a beautiful woman.
Top.
Huh?
Did she have no top on?
I don't know if I remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Are you confusing it with something else? If she had,
I don't know. Maybe that's how I saw it.
I don't remember. Look, by the way, William said, "I'm a nice guy with cool comments." He wasn't the one you threw out last week. There you go.
Not yet. Not yet.
Sassoon.
Sassoon was the other one. So soon.
Yeah, but there was something like Brooklyn jeans or something like that. I don't remember.
Those were knockoffs. Those were the four: Jordache, Guess, Sergio Valente, and Sassoon.
Ah, here's another one. Thanks, Michelle. Gloria Vanderbilt. They were.
Those were. If they were girls. They weren't guys' jeans.
Okay.
Sassoon jeans. Gloria Vanderbilt. By the way, that's what's his name? Anderson Cooper's mother.
But those are some of the biggest. Those were that was what ruled back in then.
That's when you spent money on jeans. You had a little dinero. Went out to Studio 54.
And more today. I buy my jeans today. I like my jeans, and I get them from let's see, in the mall. There's that great store, which now I heard they're closing the mall now.
Target.
No, I don't even know the name of the stores I can shop in. No, it's great. They have great customer service.
I wear Levi's.
They know you by name and everything. It's really cool. I like that.
You wear Levi's.
I never wear Levi's. No.
Never? I wear them now.
When you're cutting the lawn?
I wear them all the time.
Let's see.
I'm like Brett Favre.
Are you really?
I don't even know who Brett Favre is.
I know the name. I don't know who Brett Favre is.
All right, let's bang out a couple more before Jonna gets on here. The guy ones. Do we have anything?
Bingo.
You know, I always wanted to look like that, but thank God I never had the money to look like that.
That's great if you're Billy Jack in 1971.
Look at that collar. Look at that collar on that. It looks like a plane.
And he's wearing the, which was very popular too in the late 60s, coming into the 70s. What do you call the collar on the sweater? Turtleneck.
Oh, well, he didn't have a turtle. Oh, he did. Yes, I can see yellow now.
Yeah.
You look turtleneck sweater. I have those. I can't wear them.
Really?
Yeah, that's like it's choking me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I don't like them. I don't like people who wear them. There you go.
You know, I thought men today looked gay. This is really,
this is really gay.
Wow.
Listen, out of all of that, the one that sticks out is the pair that Don Cheadle is wearing.
The only thing I wear in that is the white pants. Yeah, I think the belt's got to go. Man, that is definitely like Plato's Retreat kind of looking pair, man. That is
every crayon that didn't make the original box is right there.
And the guy with the blonde hair in the middle, and the other guy looks like Sulu on the end.
Right. Don Cheadle and Sulu were models back then.
But that had to be late 60s, coming into 70s.
Oh my God, that was horrible.
It is horrible. But you know, what's horrible still works over. It comes back all the time.
Comes back again.
I don't get it.
It's like Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire.
That's true. Lucky Brand. Yeah, I forgot about that. Lucky Brand. I like white painter pants. Still have a pair.
Daniel Miller. Hey, good day there, Daniel.
And Dano's in
Hey,
Canada.
good day. I like my white painter's pants.
All right, enough of the silliness with our silliness. We should bring in Jonna.
Let's bring in Jonna.
And by the way, I have
Girl
several things we could pull up here that maybe she'll understand better than we do. This is the first time we get to put estrogen in here, and I'm so happy about that.
Me too.
Yeah, I am. So, folks, you know, you can, this is not a typical intro, but Jonna Spilbor is an attorney and radio host and a legal expert, appearing on Fox News, Court TV, the Law and Crime Network, and Oxygen, amongst others. And she's here tonight. And by the way, Jonna will be on a show called Snapped, which is playing right now on the Oxygen Network. It's the Tommy Gilbert story. So if you look up Snapped on Oxygen and look at the Tommy Gilbert, you'll see her on there as well, which, by the way, Snap is a great show. If you want to kill your spouse, this is the show to watch.
When you bring John in here, you're not getting that person you're on Fox News with. That's not Jonna. That's Jonna's persona on TV.
Oh, really?
The real Jonna tonight.
And where he is, and here's the lovely Jonna Spilbor. There she goes.
Hello, everybody. Am I really the first girl on your show? That can't.
Yes.
You're the first girl that Walt has ever spoken to.
Well, that's possible. Yeah, all right. I get it now.
You're the first woman. I don't know if we could say girl anymore.
Yes, right.
Right, true. I am over 21, but just barely.
Just barely. So, Johnny, you saw the stuff that we were putting up on the screen, right?
I did. And I just want to tell our viewers I'm paying a little bit of homage to the 80s with this side pony and my improv scrunchie right here. That's why I look like that. And that's why you had to say you're not getting Fox, Jonna. You're getting Jonna in her living room on a Tuesday night. Listen, you guys didn't leave me much. You covered a lot of the stuff.
There's a lot. There's a lot left.
There's a lot left, and there's none of the female.
No, none of the well, some of that stuff was a little unisex, like the designer jeans. I had every single name brand of those designer jeans. And the weird thing was they were all made for supermodels. So when you're 5'2" and you buy those designer jeans, I had like a foot of material hanging off the bottom, and we'd have to roll them up. So maybe we can include that, like rolled up jeans in the 80s was kind of big for we girls.
Yeah.
The other thing, though, is I think at least I did, and most of my friends did, we would model our wardrobe after icons that we liked. And my favorite was Madonna.
Yeah.
She had some fashion forward sense back then.
True.
Like the midriff top, showing your belly, I think was something that Madonna mastered. And we would literally cut t-shirts with the scissors and make them jagged when we went to the Jersey Shore. We wore that kind of stuff a lot as a kid.
The half black gloves on the hand.
The fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
Which have come back now that we have cell phones.
Texting, yeah.
She started it. The weird hair stuff, like I'll just show. Like, look, can we see a picture? Like, Jonna did all that fancy, the bling and the cheap bracelets and the cheap hair stuff. But that was cool for us back then. How
many girls would do it? I remember this. You go out to a club or something, and all the girls were looking like Madonna. And there were some that were fans that were like wanted to be her. It was just amazing how creepy that is, that you want to be somebody else. You want to emulate the person that's in the media.
You're talking one. Yeah, no, she was like my idol. Because that was fun. We thought if we could emulate her style, we could get close to her level of fame. But moving off her, the other one I remember, and maybe this is a little before the 80s. I should have looked it up, but Olivia Newton-John in the movie Grease with her spandex, her tight and her leather and her crazy hair. Like, that was another one. Tell me
about it, stud.
Yeah, right. That's a great line from that movie. And so we all wanted to be her. And then later on, she did one of the things I was going to say, but one of our listeners, viewers mentioned it, the leg warmers, because she did like that whole physical thing. Yeah. And we would wear leg warmers all year round, with shorts in the summer. Like they weren't warming anything. They were a fashion statement for sure.
That was it.
Yeah.
But it was hot. That was really hot for women. It was really hot to see them with tight spandexy clothes and like showing some skin, and it was an attitude-ish sort of thing. There was an attitude that went along with it.
Yeah. But, you know, and now fast forward, whatever, 30, 40 years, and women still wear all that spandexy stuff. But it's, you know, we forget that we don't have 20-year-old bodies anymore.
Whenever you guys went out in groups, you'd have like 4 girls that would dress up like Madonna. And then there's that one girl who just didn't want to participate. She was that one girl. She was probably the girl who was driving everybody home. That's the one I went after because I wasn't intimidated by her.
The designated driver.
Right. All you girls drink. I'll drive.
So the Madonnas intimidated you.
Yes.
That's interesting because I remember oftentimes I would be the designated driver, and then over the course of the night, I'd be like, no, Tag, you're it. I can't do this Diet Coke any longer.
I was looking for the girl that had tattoos because she already had made bad decisions. So I figured that she'd make more.
One more bad decision.
That's funny. And maybe tattoos were kind of big back then. I don't know if so many people, women get tattoos anymore? I don't know.
Absolutely.
Sure.
There's another one. Remember, Johnny, you have to remember that candy shoes for women. They're red candy shoes.
Oh my God, yes, I loved candies. I absolutely, and I think they kind of made a comeback. Oh my God, and if they didn't, I would buy up candies right now. I love
it. Was huge. How about that?
Jenny McCarthy? Jenny McCarthy was plugging those candy shoes.
Oh, was she? So maybe they are. And I like her. And somebody just said Charlie perfume. This person just reminded me of something. So Love Baby Soft, again, might have been a little bit before the 80s, was big. And if they made it today, I would buy some. But flipping it, you guys, do you remember wearing, was it
Aramis?
No, not
I wear it now.
Do you remember wearing Polo cologne?
Yes, the blue stuff.
Yes. The little bottle that looked like that was Pierre Cardin, the one that looked like a penis.
Oh, I remember. Oh, did it?
It was a penis bottle.
I don't remember
really?
The guys
bring it up.
Cologne bottles, but I remember the smell of Polo. And I had a date one night with a guy who was wearing way too much of this Polo. You know, like when you date somebody and they like touch you and then it gets on you like if you walked in this room right now wearing Polo, I would shoot you. It's back bad.
It's like the first time you drank too much, you threw up, and you can never drink that stuff again. It's all over. I remember Aramis was the big thing in those days for me, and I remember go to the clubs and wearing Aramis perfume, and women were actually loved would just smell and go, oh, that smells great. And also Paco.
I wear Aramis now, John. I wear it now.
Yeah, see that shows your age, Walt. Matter of fact, what was the first cologne you used? Old Spice.
Pierre Cardin?
No,
Pierre Cardin.
The dads always had Old Spice cologne in the white bottle.
I love Old Spice. You're right. It reminds me of my dad. I love it.
Didn't it look like a shark tooth or something, the bottle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like Scrimshaw. Like it was, yeah. Do they still make that?
I don't know.
Here's somebody, Giorgio VIP. Remember that?
No.
Oh.
No. Well, what about
right?
Jonna, what did you wear? What did you wear as in those days?
I wore Love's Baby Soft, and then I can't remember the brand name, but there was this weird oil perfume that looked like lip gloss, so you could easily confuse it. But it was a roll-on oil.
Yes.
That all over the place, but I don't remember what the brand was.
I know what you're talking about, and that's another thing that was really huge was roll-on glitter, making your lips look shiny, whatever that stuff was that women used. Yeah,
lip gloss.
That was not huge anymore.
Now it's a paintbrush.
Oh,
right,
blue. That's another one.
$50, and that was 50 cents. My times have changed.
High karate.
Royal Copenhagen. I still like the smell of that. It's a great, clean smell for guys. Royal Copenhagen.
I remember that.
I bring up some of those pictures of those girls.
All right, here we go. Well, this is great because every time I bring it up, this blocks out Walt. Well, she looks better than
the peace sign earrings.
No, you know what's weird? I love the peace sign stuff and the tank top, but if you think about it, she's kind of dressed like me today. I got my Chanel's. I got So what's old is new again. But I do have peace sign stuff. That's fun stuff.
You were playing it up though for today. That's why you were playing it up for today. How about these babies?
Oh, I got a couple of pairs of those still.
Yeah,
I love platform shoes, and those are shiny. Yes,
those are gold. Those are gold.
Way over the top, isn't it?
No, not way over the top. Not at all. I would wear those, maybe not to court, but I would wear those.
I would like you to wear that to court, and then we tape people's face as you walk in.
I would. Challenge accepted. I would.
Okay, we'll tape it.
She will wear those.
We're not allowed to bring it into court. I don't think we're allowed to bring a video camera. Am I right?
We'll sneak it in my purse. I'm a lawyer. They let me zoom right by.
I'm sorry to hear this. We'll find out all the inside stuff on that. Speaking of which, I think the first time I saw those platform shoes, do you remember in Saturday Night Fever when the kid who got the girl pregnant walked down through the street? He was wearing those huge as a guy. You remember that?
Yeah, but they weren't exactly like that. Those I think
they were huge. They were huge. How about these, baby?
I loved it.
Oh, yes. And knee socks. Yeah. Now that's got to be earlier than the 80s.
That's really like 70s.
Early 70s. Yeah. Actually, it was pretty cool. It's a pretty cool. I think women looked great back then in these kind of outfits. It was very like mod, you know.
It was very mod, and that color green, that specific color green, was very, very popular. I remember wearing it a lot, like at Easter. But you know what I used to do with the knee socks? I used to embarrass the hell out of my mother. So I'd wear knee socks when I was a young kid and accompany her to the grocery store or whatever. And I would get so tired of wearing the knee socks because they were kind of uncomfortable that I would roll them down so that I would look like a Jetson because they'd be rolled in a circle around my knee. And she would get so bad, but you remember the Jetsons? I wanted to
love the Jetsons.
I would do that all the time. Oh, I miss knee socks. This show's gonna make me shop when we're done.
Amazon. You could just deliver it right to your door.
That's where I got my Aramis.
I'm gonna get your Aramis. I'm gonna wear those gold shoes with knee socks all the way up, and one of those green plaid mini skirts. We're going out as soon as out is open again.
You can do it.
It actually really is nice to have a female opinion because Walt, me and you are we're two goofballs, and all of a sudden you get this whole different drive in here. It's really great.
I know, man.
Let's see. How about this, Jonna? Boom.
No. You showed that earlier. That's something out of a fashion magazine that none of we girls would have worn in the 80s or the 70s. I don't like that look. That's like a mom look. That's an aunt look. Yeah, no, we're not going.
Yeah, but that's called a MILF.
MILF. Okay. What's a GILF then?
Yeah, we didn't get to the GILF yet.
Your age. Your age. All right, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Studio 54.
All right, so this is what we love about that. We love the mini everything, the mini dress, the mini skirt, the awesome shoes, and we love the sort of like, what do they call it? Flapper girl fringe. That's cool. That should come back. I would wear every single one of those outfits except for the dudes. I would wear all of that.
Would you wear those shoes? Any of those shoes?
Yes, absolutely. Oh my God, the pointier the better, the stripier the better. Guys, all this stuff is totally hip now.
You're right.
She's right.
Right. If you walked into a club now and saw anyone dressed like that, you still think it's pretty cool. You think it's cool.
I'd be like, who's your stylist?
Yeah, I get that.
It's different.
Now, I gotta ask a question about like that green dress. The green dress it's got like fur on it.
Flappers.
How many times can you wear that before it becomes matted?
Oh, like once.
Yeah. That's what I figured. It's a one-time dress.
Throwaway clothes.
How long do you have breasts before they're matted?
That could be like a $2,000 dress that you wear once, and then you hermetically seal it and you sell it on, eBay.
It looks like you wear for ballroom dancing.
No, that's a That's a fun night out.
That's a fun night out. That was Studio 54. That's where that was.
Wait, I've never been. What is? No, that's a little. That's a costume. That's a little over the top for the whole aerobics phase that we went through.
In those days, though, but that looks like you went roller.
I don't know.
You know,
that's a little bit for everybody right there. That's a little bit for everybody.
It's like you ate tricks and threw up all over yourself.
That's a little too much for everybody, but it does have what we talked about. The midriff. You kept talking about the bodysuits, the leg warmers. It's the whole nine. That's a little
Punky Brewster-ish.
Yes.
I like it. I like it.
You see, he let you go for it. So, by the way, I also like when women used to wear those wigs. Like they used to wear the square, boxy, like James Bond kind of, I don't know what you call that look.
When they do that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're scaring me a little bit, John.
No.
80s, maybe? I don't know. No, you know what I mean. You don't know what I mean. You know?
Dr. No.
I'll stop.
Dr. No.
You hanging out. Yeah, no, I don't remember wearing any square boxy wigs.
They used to wear like these, I don't know what you call. All right, here we go. Boom. This is
Oh yeah, what is that? That reminds me of like one of those movies. You know, like what was that movie with Alicia Silverstone where she plays that stuck up?
Clueless.
Yes, that reminds me of that. That's like the
You always pull that. You always would pull out those. He's great with the names of these movies. He had no life growing up at all.
I have a photogenic memory. I can't remember my birthday, but I can remember that.
I remember. I have photographic memory too, but I'm out of film. So that's a great joke. This is just what Jonna was talking about.
Yes.
They were cool.
Elephant pants, right?
Bell bottoms.
Oh, bell bottoms.
They're bell bottoms. And not only are they bell bottoms, but they're high waisted. Very, very like 60s Woodstocky chic. Love, love, love. Now, the only thing that would make those better is if they were cut up and bedazzled. Then they'd be like 300 beans. Those things would be top.
What do you mean bedazzled? You mean put?
Oh, come on, John.
Please.
That little machine that puts the rhinestones in the different colored beads.
Oh, and you know, I think that did have a little slit in the knee. The rhinestones, the glitter, the sequins. Oh yeah, the paint, like paint some flowers on them. Oh, those would be hot.
Hey, John, I put a hat on there. There's a hat on there that looks like, I think it was bedazzled.
Let me take a look for the bedazzling hat.
Bedazzled.
I don't see.
It was one of those infomercials that you would buy. Everybody wanted to be dazzled, but then when you got it, you didn't know how to do it.
You know, I don't remember the bedazzled. I just remember it is what it is.
People who are watching know what bedazzled is. It really never went out of style, by the way.
It was almost like a hole puncher type of thing, and you put the jewel in it, whatever it was, and then you put the jean or whatever you were bedazzling, and you pushed it on, and it stayed on there forever.
Well, I don't know. Probably stayed on for the first washing, but yeah.
Well, that was it. Forever.
You can't have enough bedazzle either. I just love it.
All right, bring up the next one.
I'm looking at some of the stuff that we have here, and then you just put this in here. I don't know why you put that in.
I put that in there because everybody had one of those. I mean, that I had a piece. I love those things. I had like 10 different colors of those peace signs.
What was that?
I don't even know what it was made out of. Something toxic, I'm assuming.
From China. Okay. Here's about this. That's really way back.
Oh,
I love that.
Now you're talking the boots, especially the white boots. And I don't know if they have fishnets, but fishnets, okay? You can't forget about the fishnets. They're not just for Halloween anymore, people. True. Yeah, love them.
See, those girls, I wouldn't have went after the designated driver. I would have went after one of those.
You know, this is definitely the 60s.
I like that.
That's the 60s look, though. It reminds me of like Batman. It reminds me of like Catwoman. And it reminds me of like, I see that and you start thinking
Mrs. Peel.
Mrs. Peel. Hot. But you remember that?
Look at his eyes. Look at his eyes light up, Mrs. Peel.
I like Peel. No, but this also reminds me of, there's something that when I see that, I think of Sinatra's, Nancy Sinatra.
Sock it to me, baby.
Yeah.
Right?
I can't tell if that's a romper. Another thing you guys didn't talk about are the rompers and the jumpsuits, or if that was hot pants. We used to call them hot pants.
Yep. I got hot pants. There's hot pants here.
Pants are hot. You got hot pants? Or are you hot?
So, sorry. No, but I sent you a picture of hot pants.
Walt has wet pants.
After that last picture? Yeah.
Yeah, after the last picture. Nothing like fishnecks and boots to give you hot pants. Let's see. I'm looking here. This is a guy thing here, but this is a cardigan. What is that? The old college cardigan sweater?
Yeah.
It's a Letterman sweater.
That made you guys, we all wanted to go out with the guy with the letter sweater because he was a jock.
Right.
Yeah.
But didn't you give this to your girlfriend and with like a necklace or something to be dating them?
Yeah.
A pin. Your pin.
Your pin?
You pinned them. Right? It had a totally different meaning back then.
Yeah, it did. But that was like a symbol that you were a couple if you got the guy's letter sweater.
John, if you remember in Greece, before Olivia Newton-John came out in that outfit that she came out in that we all love, John Travolta had that sweater on trying to impress her.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
right. Wasn't he not a jock? Like, wasn't he pretending to be a jock to like?
No, he lettered in track or something like that. He lettered in track. He goes, "Hey, when you goofballs were goofing around, I was lettering in track."
That's right. Well, he knows all the lines too. It's creepy. It's so creepy. You could have used that line for good.
I know.
How about we brought
that one.
Let me see what else we got here. I got this is some other guy stuff here that we didn't bring. We did that one, and we did that guy. And what is this? Oh, there you go. That's another one of those jackets. That
Led Zeppelin patch jacket. How many jackets did you have with patches on them?
Now, John, women wore those too back in the 80s, like when they got a little more rough. I imagine.
Oh, jean jackets, especially jean jackets with patches. I actually had a jean jacket, and it may still be somewhere buried around here, that had a big New York City like scene on the back with beads and paint, and that was the coolest freaking thing. And the more worn out it got, the cooler it got. Oh God!
It's funny. I do remember that. And the New York City scene on the back of the thing was huge. It was everyone wore that. That was a big one.
You put that on eBay right now, and you're loaded.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I know.
I don't know if I brought this up or not. There you go. That's very mod too.
Very mod. That's more like 60s or mid-century modern. If she were a house, like with those boots and the mini skirt with the checks. I like it though. I like it.
It holds up today, doesn't it?
Except for the white boots. I don't know if the white boots would hold up today, but I like it.
Nancy Sinatra. Boots were made for walking. Reminds me. What the hell is this?
No.
What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Well, I brought this up because of the roller skating. It was huge back then. Roller skating with the movie Roller Boogie with Linda Blair in it, and those tight shorts. Guys and girls wore them with the knee socks.
God.
Oh.
Wow.
Not anybody I knew. Like that
was me in the middle. That was me in the middle.
You in the middle?
Was it really?
So are you a top? Are you a top or a bottom there? I can't tell.
Dude, I had the roller skating shorts, the silk, the satin, whatever they were, shorts that we went to the roller rink with.
You did?
Don't tell me all right, if I'm the only one, I'm leaving.
No, I that's true though. The roller rinks were really popular back in the 70s. Yeah. 70s into 80s. And there was like, I think I remember like they had special sessions at night, disco ones and all these different, it was huge. It was really huge. I don't know why roller skating became so popular, but
I'm gonna tell you, I was down. There was one down to Jersey Shore. I forgot what it was called.
Rinky Dink Roller Rink.
What?
Rinky Dink Roller Rink? Was that?
I don't even remember. We used to go down there, and when they did the slow song, that was the chance to grab a girl and grab her hand and skate around with her.
Right.
That was the time to do it. And I know I'm going to tell you, if my brother is watching this, he's going to put something on there, and we're going to laugh about it after I tell you.
I have one quick roller skating story for you, which is highly embarrassing, but
we're looking forward to it.
So, and it has a little something to do with fashion. Okay, so back in the day when roller skating was a big thing, I was there every Friday and Saturday with my girlfriends. We'd go to the roller rink. And do you remember that song? I think it was by the Knack, and it was "Good Girls Don't."
It's one of my favorite. Good Girls Don't.
So me and I won't say her name, but my bestie at the time, we got T-shirts made up, and on the front we put "Good Girls Don't" in letters, like the iron-on letters, and on the back it said, "But
we do."
But we do, right? Whatever the lyric was. So one Friday night, we're at my house getting ready. We put on our homemade shirts and we're getting ready to walk out the door to the roller rink. And my father grabbed us both by the collar, pulled us back in the house, and said, "Oh, hell no, not going out with those shirts." And we were like, "Why? It's a song, Dad." And he was like, "Go change."
Did you grow up with other brothers and sisters and
only child?
Only kids. And so you were the dad's eye, you're the star of his eye. That you're the
Still am. But now I have better taste in songs and T-shirts. So
and he's so older now he can't pull you out anymore. He can't.
Yeah.
And people think
I wouldn't do it.
Your brother Brian stood up at the stack by the stack. What does that mean?
By the Stace. That's the thing. So now what happened was we went roller skating, and 1 week that you grab the girl and you slow skate to like Always and Forever or something like that, and you're skating, and the girl's name was Stacy. So the next week I'm going to meet Stacy down at the skating ring, and we're gonna hold hands and skate again. And when the song came on, she grabbed another guy's hand and started skating. And I was stood up by the Stace.
It's so funny you mentioned this. We should all do a show about the first time we fall in love with people and they rejected.
Yes.
Because there was a girl in my neighborhood as a kid, and I hate to say this, and this is the truth. You see, Jonna said a true story. I'll tell you a quick true story too. Her name was Tori, and I was like, she was blonde, and as a kid, I was in love with this girl, and I couldn't work up the I don't know, huspa or whatever you call it, to go say, "Hey, can we go out?" And my friend pushed me. He said, "Listen, you just got to go do it. You just got to go do it." And I said, "Okay." I went up there and I said, "Hi, girls. I really like you. Would you like to go out on a date with me?" And she turned around and said to me this: "I like you like diarrhea." I went home, put the blanket over. My uncle came in and he goes, "What's the matter?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to tell you." He's like, "She likes me like diarrhea." And he's like, he told me there's many fish in the sea. And I was like, "What the hell does that mean?" What are you talking about? And I couldn't look at this person for the rest of my life because I walked right by because I just think diarrhea.
John, is she on Facebook?
You did what?
Is she on Facebook, John?
Yeah, I'm going to give you her name on Facebook so you can
tell me her name, please.
We're gonna message her.
And people are saying all the skate places here. There was Skate USA in Brooklyn. There was Top Rollers in Oceanside, Long Island. You see it. United Skates of America in Brooklyn, which I had gone to. Hot Skates in Lynbrook. Look how many skate places there were.
The rink in Paramus was huge.
Yeah. Where Jonna, where were you from? Brought up
Poughkeepsie, and I think my roller rink was called the Rink as well. Yeah, I think so.
I used to do a comedy club in Poughkeepsie in the 80s, 90s called Let's Dance.
Let's Dance! Oh my God, we probably know each other. I used to work there. I used to go there. I used to speak on stage. Oh my God, I was, yeah. All the crap I told you that I wore was wearing it. Let's Dance.
Let's Dance. I was there. I remember I did a show there when I mentioned you, Walt, with the comedian now who played the fireman on TV, the redheaded guy from Boston. He's Dennis Leary. Yeah. We used to work there we did a couple of gigs there again. And then Dennis Leary took off. He became really huge right after that. Great guy. So Poughkeepsie, New York. Wow. You're both upstate guys. So it's all cool. Let me move on. We're at the 1 hour here. So we got to
keep going.
Yeah, keep going real quick. I don't have a lot more pictures for you though, but I will say out of everything you sent me, out of all of them, I like the most, I think, is the chicks in the fishnet stockings and the where is it? I can't find it now. I don't know where it went. I'm lost. It's gone.
I had another one that said hot pants.
I don't have it. I don't know where
it is. Yes, you do. You put it up before Jonna got on.
Oh yeah, hot pants.
Yeah,
it's not that one.
Maybe earlier.
Wasn't that one?
No. Keep going. Nope. Love that one. No. Love that one
too. I'll take that one. Nope.
Looks like a dude.
I just see you.
Can we get back to this girl calling you diarrhea?
No, please. We're done with the diarrhea song.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, hot pants. Yeah.
There you go. Tops and hot pants.
Actually, those tops were really cool. I do remember that.
halter tops.
Halter tops.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one of them really filled them out well.
And they were with no bras, so it was kind of like a really, headlight thing, wasn't it? I mean, well, I don't know how you say it, but didn't women wear those with no bras? Is that right?
Well, you couldn't wear a bra because there was no bra. You'd see the straps, so you had to wear them without a bra.
Yeah, so that was a great thing.
You guys, you were just reminding me. Tube tops. Tube tops.
Tube tops.
Oh my God.
I love the
tube tops.
Let me go pull a picture of that up. Hang on a second. You guys.
You know what the best part of tube tops was?
What?
The best part of that they were very easily falling down. They fell down you didn't have to really do much to do it, especially if somebody's on a roller coaster.
They were easy on, easy off. But if you weren't that well endowed, they would stay on pretty good. I think, yeah.
I found
Did you have trouble with those?
No, I found them. You want to see some tube tops? I mean, we all know what they look like, but not everyone else may know what they look like. But here it is. These are the tube tops of the day.
Wow. So they're still making them.
Oh, yeah. And look at all the different kinds. Lacy, summer, up, some, all different kinds of tube tops. It's still out there. You see, those tube tops were great for girls that had, I guess, normal size breasts. But if you were a heavy-breasted woman, that was probably just difficult to squish into.
You couldn't wear it if you had big bar zooms.
Well, you could. I wouldn't be complaining, but I'm just saying. Yeah. Look at this one, Cheetos. It's so funny. It's so funny. Jonna,
I love them.
We've been asking everyone these questions, Jonna. What did you eat as candy as a kid too and growing up?
My all-time favorite, Reese's peanut butter cups.
What was it?
Reese's peanut butter cups.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cartoon.
Did you like when they went to the white chocolate or no?
Well, white chocolate isn't chocolate. Okay, no. It's got to be full-blown milk chocolate and peanut butter. Oh gosh, no. I haven't had a Reese's peanut butter cup in like a year.
Why?
Trying to watch my weight.
So keep it real.
She wants to get into those gold shoes
and the tube tops.
Right.
She wants to look like this.
Yagi.
Don't look like that.
And what was your favorite cartoon growing up?
Bugs Bunny.
What is Bugs Bunny? And what about your favorite movies?
I gotta say, my all-time favorite movie is My Cousin Vinny because it is hilarious, and because I'm a lawyer, so I find it even ultra hilarious. But what's her face? What's her name?
Marissa Tomei.
Okay, right. Well, I can't remember names today. I've watched that movie probably a dozen times, and every time I watch it, she gets even funnier to me. And I love when movies do that. Another movie that I thought was really good that way was Forrest Gump. Like you just see different things and notice different things every time you watch it. Yeah.
What about sitcoms?
Oh, well, of course. I mean, Seinfeld. Who didn't love Seinfeld? But Friends was big. I really liked that. And I think Friends and Seinfeld. Happy Days back in the day.
That's what we want. Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah.
And Night Court and Alex.
To be honest with you, Night Court was good, but one of my all-time favorite, like if I could go back in time and have lunch with a dead celebrity, Lucille Ball is incredible. Like she's amazing and was an amazing star and amazing light, and I would love to meet her. And her show was, timeless and hilarious.
It is timeless and hilarious. And by the way, most women, this is really interesting, and most women don't like a couple of things. Guys like certain things, and Walt, you and I talk about this. We guys love Star Trek. They love the Three Stooges. They love growing up like I don't know, Batman. Did you like any of those things as a woman, a young girl rather?
No, Star Trek, you could take it. Like I didn't like the whole beat 'em up wham pal. Like even Batman, I didn't like. I was more of a girly girl and funny stuff. Or although I will say, like I loved SNL ever since that came on stage. Loved that sketch comedy, and loved it more during some seasons and less, depending on the cast. But no, the whole sci-fi and that kind of stuff didn't appeal to me.
Yeah, most girls don't like it. They don't go.
I see you like a 90210 girl, Melrose Place, that type of stuff. No,
but I don't say that was probably the precursor to like the whole Real Housewives series, and I love Real Housewives.
So you do?
Really?
I can't watch that stuff.
I never watched it ever. I never watched it either.
Seriously? See, yeah, I don't think guys love it, but it's an amazing slice of life. I absolutely love it.
She just goes to show you the difference between men and women. There's this huge divide, and yet men and women, they're meant to be together. Well, maybe not in 2021 or 2020, but they're meant to be together, and yet there's this huge divide, and you can see it from being brought up as a kid, what you liked, what you didn't like, all that sort of stuff. So what about now growing up fashion wise? What was the thing that when you were a kid that you really wanted, you needed, I have to have that to be complete? What was the things that you were looking at?
I had to, and to this day, like I had to have a really cool handbag, but back when I was a kid, they didn't need to cost anything, they could be really, really cheap. Now that my taste is a little more expensive, but that was always important. And shoes, bags and shoes, like that's
classic.
Story of my life, bags and shoes.
How many pairs of shoes does Jonna Spilbor have?
You know what? This is scary. I haven't counted. It's got to be well over 100.
100?
Well over 100.
And you think, do you like diarrhea? 100 shoes. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of shoes.
That's a lot of shoes.
They like pocketbooks, jewelry, shoes,
handbag, shoes, jewelry. Yeah. And, now I'm totally into, and especially during this COVID stuff, the whole the stitch fixes, the whole virtual personal stylist where the clothes just show up and you get to try them on in your own bedroom. And if you don't like them, you ship it back for free. Like that's been my downfall. I'm busting at the seams here. Like you can't see it, but I'm just surrounded by clothes and shoes right now.
Good for you.
It's a whole different kind of hoarders, just clothes and shoes. They can't even get a camera crew in here. I could barely move.
That's amazing.
John and I don't even wear clothes during this show. What we have is green screens on, and This is all just virtual. These are not even really here. You're
not wearing anything from here down. I can tell. No. I know.
Yeah. Who does it? Who does?
Why would you?
Well, get your hands out of your crotch, Walt. What are you trying to pull anyway? Yeah, it's so much fun. Hey, and Jonna, I keep calling you Jonna. By the way, that name, Jonna, Jonna, I guess your family gave you that. Was there a reason for that name?
So, and a lot of people ask that. And I think the real reason is my father's name is John.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a female version, but there's no H in my name. But my mother's name is Nancy. So at one point, somebody tried to say that they took Jon from John and Na from Nancy and stuck it together and got Jonna.
I'd go with that.
I don't know how true it is yet, but I'll go with it too. I kind of like that story.
Go with that.
Yeah, why not?
I like to know.
Maybe your name was supposed to be Donna, and they just messed up the birth certificate.
No, but I do have a cousin whose mother spelled her name wrong on the birth certificate. That did happen in my family, but not to me.
Yeah, the name Spilbor is what heritage and nationality does that come from?
So we think it's Welsh. I did that whole 23andMe thing because rumor had my whole entire life. They told me that I was like 25% Native American.
Wow.
I'm as Native American as Elizabeth Warren. But my whole life, they told me that my great grandmother was like full blooded. So, but I'm Italian and Northern European, and that's it.
Wow.
Now they have your spit. Now they have your spit on file.
They got my. You know what? Well, a lot of people got my spit on file.
All right, one last question.
All right.
Who do you hate over at Fox News?
Oh, come on!
Listen, you know Jimmy Fallon? We know Jimmy Fallon. You know Jimmy?
Yes, I've been on a couple shows with him. Nice guy, and I follow him on Facebook. Yeah, we were on Tom Shalhoub a lot together. And I think doesn't he have? I think he's got his own like radio show or.
He does. He does on Fox Nation or something like that.
Yeah, he's a funny guy. Nice guy. Very nice guy. Cute too. He's cute.
And and also, I don't know if everyone may not know, but Jonna is also a lawyer. And if we want to see her or talk to her, what type of law do you practice in?
So we do a lot of things, but primarily we do divorce, criminal defense, which sometimes goes hand in hand, and personal injury. Keeps us really busy. And we do a lot of, we're like one of the few firms that handle gun rights and getting your pistol permits restored and helping you get a pistol permit. And I got to tell you something, when this COVID thing happened, people were racing. And the courts are not making it easy or fast to do that. So if you have any issues, like I said, we're the few. That's
great to know. So I don't have a gun. So if I wanted to buy a gun, if I want to go get a gun, I have to go to a gun club and learn how to shoot and do all that and get a permit. And that's sometimes they stop you from getting it. You're saying?
Not really.
The hardest part and the part that takes the longest is actually getting the permit. It's first to go to the sheriff, then it has to go to a judge, and then you got to learn how to. If you're smart, you're going to learn how to use the gun, because what's the point in having one if you don't know how to use it safely and properly?
Exactly.
So all those video games don't count. All the video games with the guns don't count.
They don't count for nothing.
That's another thing girls didn't like. No chicks like video games. Did you like video games growing up?
Heck no.
You see, it's inherent in the DNA.
But I like to shoot.
You like to shoot.
But this is why I stayed away from girls like Jonna. This is why I stayed away. I went for the other one who did.
Wait a minute. When you say you stayed away, I don't know. It may not be exactly that direction.
I'm padding it a little bit.
Well, if anyone wants to get in touch with Jonna, you could reach her at, guess what? Please welcome. That's the wrong one. Thank you. You can reach her at here at jonnaspilbor.com. And if you have any
Jonna Spilbor Law, right?
Yeah.
Law.
It goes to the same place, so that's fine. jonnaspilbor.com, jonnaspilborlaw.com. You can get us. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me pretty much on all social media. I don't do the Twitter. Do you guys do the Twitter? I don't do the Twitter.
I'm not crazy about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm not crazy about it. And they could also see you at the Tommy Gilbert story on a show called Snapped on Oxygen Network as well.
Yes. And periodically, if you follow me on Facebook, I'll let you know when I'm going to be on Fox commenting. I know that we have something on Lori Loughlin coming up on Friday. And I just want to say, and I know we had a lot of fun here. This wasn't Jonna the lawyer. This was Jonna the 80s homage. This was really a lot of fun, you guys. And I know that you're both very talented, and I really appreciate you having me on because this was great fun.
That is so kind.
Thank you.
And you are delightful. You really are delightful. Thank you so much.
First estrogen on the show.
And you're high estrogen too, not low. It's high estrogen, which we really appreciate.
And we may have to have her back again. She may be the first two-time guest.
Anytime. And very energetic
Call my people.
Very energetic and very cool. Call my people. All right. Once again, if you were going to say thank you to Jonna Spilbor, and if you want to see her, please go see her on Fox. She'll be and go on her Facebook page and go to Jonna Spilbor, Spilbor.com or Spilbor.com. That's right. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
You're a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jonna.
We're out of here.
Well, thanks for the invite.
We're out of here.
We're out of here. We'll see you when? Next week, next Wednesday night. And
next Wednesday night.
We'll be back. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks.
Ciao for now. And by the way, just want to let everyone know, like, subscribe, check us off, music by, and we don't own copyright of anything. See you next week. Ciao for now. Check out this, Walt.
Thank you.